What is the best family-friendly Halloween movie and Halloween video game?
I'm talking about the cream of the crop, the best of the best.
We're going to tell you on Show and Tell coming up right after this.
That's right, brother. Cue that music.
It's time for the show. What show, you ask?
Show and Tell.
Ooh, Guildies, don't you dare be sour. That's right, the Adventure Guilds have brought Show and Tell back and feel the power. It's the Adventures Guild. Yes, it is.
He could do this all day. Hello there, Guildies, and welcome to an awesome Halloween-themed episode of Show and Tell.
Ooh.
As you heard in the introductory bumper, tonight's theme, best family-friendly Halloween movie and family-friendly video game.
Me and Steve have kids.
And by family-friendly, we mean PG-13 or below for movies, or T for teen or below for games. So, before we get started, one quick note. We have a poll up on guildhallforum.com, which is the best place to talk all things nerdy. And the poll specifically states what you think is the best family-friendly movie.
And that's the bottom line, because Steve said so.
That's correct. So make sure you go ahead and vote in that poll at guildhallforum.com for your chance to win a $5 Nintendo eShop gift card. So, with that being said, why don't we jump right into it, bud?
I like it.
First, let's pick the best family-friendly movie.
Ooh.
Who's going to reveal first? The other person will reveal the game first.
Sounds good.
You want to do movie?
I'll do the movie.
All right. Jesse's pick for best Halloween-themed movie.
Mine is something simple, something that brings us all together and unites us as a family. Addams Family.
Oh, good pick.
1991.
Good pick. My pick, I just so happened to watch last night to refresh my memory because it had been a little while since I've seen it. But boy, oh boy, did I have good memories of this movie growing up. And after watching it last night, those great memories continue. It is, of course, the Disney classic, Hocus Pocus.
Ooh.
What a pick, baby, right?
I put a spell on you.
I win! Oh, sorry, we're ahead of ourselves, right? My bad. Okay, so now, best Halloween family-based video game.
Ooh.
I will go first, and Jesse will follow up with the worst of the two. My choice. The classic in my mind, RPG for console, Costume Quest.
Ooh, that's a recent one.
Good choice, right? You were not expecting that.
Yes. I, on the other hand, went a little more classic. Back to the 90s. 98 to be more specific. Boom! MediEvil, 1998 for the PS1.
Oh, MediEvil. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, the 3D. Wow, man. I don't know if I ever played that. That's the 3D action adventure game, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Spooky and spectacular.
Well, as you guys may have noticed, we are doing this show and tell a little bit different. We're not sitting at the desk, and it's not because it's really hard for me to sit in this costume.
Yes, and I didn't put tights on for nothing.
But in all seriousness, so we are going to jump straight to the trailers and the gameplay videos to do our explanations. Ooh. We're going to keep it short, sweet, short, sweet, and concise, because we got 4 things to go over. So, allow us to do the movies first, starting with this, guys. In 3, 2, 1, let's roll them trailers.
Addams Family is a 1991 family Halloween film based off the 1960 TV show of the same name. I think it's probably the best Halloween movie out there based off of its laughs, its scares, and its family betrayal and everything like that. So Addams Family is about a kooky, crazy family that seems to do things just a little more spooky. But what makes them great is they're still a family unit. You know, the father loves his wife. They take care of their 2 children. And they even live with a mother-in-law in there. And the movie centers around a Uncle Fester who's gone missing, who is the father's brother. And in a way, he returns to the film, which kind of induces this big adventure they go on and reuniting the family. But they actually use Uncle Fester's character to kind of reintroduce the family to the 1990 audience, because when it came out in 1991. The effects at the time were incredible. Thing, which is literally just a hand crawling around, looked fantastic. The comedy's everywhere. They get all the characters right, and each new character brought their own spin to it. Every character stands out, but I want to give it up right now to Christina Ricci, who plays Wednesday Addams in the movie brilliantly. So, Addams Family, the perfect Halloween movie.
So Hocus Pocus is an absolute classic from Disney. So the idea is the Sanderson sisters, 300 years ago, they get basically, for all intents and purposes, killed, but not really. So they are destroyed or whatever. And then 300 years later, a virgin, as they like to say 15 or so times throughout the course of the movie, has to basically light a black candle or some kind of an evil candle that releases the Sanderson sisters back into modern times. 1993 in this particular case, because that's when it was made. But that's besides the point. So anyway, and of course, since it's a comedy, all kinds of hilariousness occurs when the Sanderson sisters are released. They think that all of the little kids out trick-or-treating are ghouls because they're all dressed up in costumes. They find a guy dressed up as a devil that they thought was their master because he's dressed like the devil. But, eventually they come to terms and realize that, in fact, what is occurring is the world has taken All Hallows Eve and turned it into a goofy holiday, which is great because the whole movie itself is goofy. There's tons of jokes. The characters that have to save the day, basically, the teenage guy and girl and their little sister, or the boy's little sister, they play the roles perfectly. They're really funny. They're really likable. Actually, the Sanderson sisters themselves are super likable, and I think that's what makes the movie so good, because you still love the bad guys. It's very rare that you find a Halloween movie where you care about the good guys and the bad guys, but yet at the same time you still want the bad guys to lose. It's weird the way that they kind of straddle that line, but it plays amazingly. It's super fun and entertaining, and honestly, if you haven't seen it, you need to, because you're going to love it. And that is why I think that Hocus Pocus is the best option for family-friendly Halloween movie. Okay guys, so this is Costume Quest. It is rated E for everyone, and it was made by THQ back in 2010. Actually, it was published by THQ and made by Double Fine. So, Costume Quest is a single-player role-playing game. Super cute, as you can tell by the graphics here. The idea is you and your friends and your siblings go trick-or-treating on Halloween night, and at one point you encounter a monster, and your siblings are kidnapped, and you have to rescue them. So, the combat mechanics is a turn-based RPG, and you acquire different costumes as you go, and each costume that you wear allows you to become a different character, basically. You have different attacks, different supers. So it's very cool, very dynamic. It's easy to pick up and learn for someone young, but still complex enough for an adult to play and have fun. And that is what I think that Costume Quest is the best choice for a family fun game for Halloween. So now it is Jesse's turn.
So this is MediEvil. This is actually PS4 footage. I was specifically talking about the PS1 version that came out in 1998. But most likely, if you're going to pick up this game off my beautiful recommendation and voice alone, you're going to get the PS4 version. The thing that's really nice about it is it's a shot-by-shot remake. The controls are even exactly the same. A couple reviewers actually complained about that because the controls felt quote-unquote PS1-like, but that's neither here nor there. So MediEvil is about Sir Francis Fortescue, who was this general of the strong army. He gets this opportunity to go against the big bad, and he gets shot in the face with an arrow by the warning shot that the enemy shoots out. So let's just say he's a laughingstock. He ends up getting another opportunity to fight against this big evil, and it's his kind of redemption story. The reason I think this is a great Halloween game is, as you can see, it kind of has this Nightmare Before Christmas style, where everything's kind of cartoonish yet still spooky. He's still missing his eye, of course, because like I said, he got shot with the arrow in the beginning, and he's kind of got this over cartoonishness. And because he's missing his lower jaw, he actually doesn't have any spoken lines in the game, even though there is dialogue with other characters. One of the reasons I do like this game is because I do like a game with just spoken dialogue and done cutscenes, and I just think this is just a really fun game. It's something available and quick and easy to pick up, and I always appreciate these remakes coming out, and the original or the remake I think is a great choice. Perfect Halloween. That battle. Haven't had a match like that since I wrestled Shawn Michaels.
So, some of the stuff you said I liked. I thought it was going to be a blowout completely. Because there's no way that I was going to lose either of those or both of those or whatever. But props, man. You argued pretty well.
I like your face.
So why don't we vote on the movie first?
All right.
So I'll go first. Now, as I so eloquently put it, Hocus Pocus is just a phenomenal movie. It is hilarious, super Halloween-y. I will admit there's some things in there that are a little awkward for the year 2020. I mean, when's the last time you saw a kids movie that used the word virgin like at least 15 times?
Yes.
But aside from that, the movie is amazing. However, Addams Family is so good. I can't believe I didn't think of it. As much as it pains me, because as much as I love Hocus Pocus, I'm going to concede to you that I think Addams Family is better.
Oh, it's music to my ears, brother.
Now, what do you think? Which one was better?
Addams Family, man.
Jeez, okay.
Tisha, Gomez.
All right, we'll buy a vote of
Name?
2-0. The best family movie for Halloween is Addams Family. So now we are going to the video game. And since I went first, I'm going to stand by and like a good Captain America, going to drink my Pepsi. Even though he never once did that in the movies, but... Hey,
Probably off camera.
There you go.
So, we were talking best Halloween.
Right.
And with that being said, I chose scary like I usually do. MediEvil is a scary game. You got severed hands, a skeleton with a missing eye. You know what I mean? Even though it's kind of that Nightmare Before Christmas style, it's still...
I wouldn't say scary. It's like more like a...
Gothic.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
So with that being said, your game. I feel like it's a superior Halloween choice, my friend. It is a Halloween game after all.
Doesn't get much more Halloween than that. So are you conceding to me?
I'm conceding, sir.
Ooh, actually, believe it or not, I was not expecting that. With that being said, now it is my pick. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with Just kidding. I obviously am going to pick Costume Quest because, my lord, is that game great. You guys know me, I love my RPGs, and for Halloween-themed RPGs, it's about the only game in town. Maybe there's a few other options, but nothing like that. So, Costume Quest by a vote of 2-0. But all four of these things, both movies, both games, are super fun. It is the week leading up to Halloween, so I highly suggest that you guys watch both movies with your families, or by yourselves, and check out both games with your families.
Which is convenient because they're both available now. MediEvil had a recent remake, and your game's a current game, so we're good.
There we go.
Play everything.
All right, and don't forget to vote in that poll, guys. Guildhallforum.com. You too, or you in general, could win $5 Nintendo eShop gift card just for voicing your opinion. Make sure you vote in the poll and, important, say why in the comments below so we know who voted. But I think that's about it. So, for show and tell, I am Captain America, a.k.a. Spooky Steve.
And I am still Jesse.
Wow, that's like a whole wrestling thing. That was pretty good.
Yes.
Regardless, big thanks to our patrons. As always, you guys make this show happen, and you too can be a patron for as little as $1. Link in the description. And for the Adventurers Guild, one last time, Steve, Jesse, this has been Show and Tell, and we will catch you next time.
Brother!